Taurus, here are your messages for December the 29th through January the 4th. So you may feel like you need to isolate this week, Taurus, or just feel like you just want to stay at home, take a bath, like she's taking a bath right now, right? It's like you just want to enjoy your own personal space. You want your own privacy. You need to isolate. It's like you've been around too much noise recently and you just want quiet. You just want peace and quiet. And to kind of just enjoy a moment to yourself, right? You may feel like there are too many people around pushing your boundaries, which is why you need to really just want to, you just kind of really want to be alone, right? Like, this is too much for me. I need to go and lay down, take a bath, go stay in my house. Like, I just want to be to myself, right? Because there's some people around you, or the people around you, again, this could be work, home, um school, or love, right? It could be any of those things, but you feel like someone or people around you are not reciprocating your love or your effort, your time. So it's kind of like, because someone is not reciprocating your time and love and effort, or whatever applies to you, whatever resonates with you, you are just like, you know what, I'm just gonna pull my energy back and be to myself for a little bit, right? um that's what I need to do, because you also, it may be a case of you're not allowing them you're not allowing things to come to you, right? It's like you're okay with dishing it out, but you don't want to receive, right? So it's not an equal give and take of reciprocity, right? So like you are, it could be either or, right? So it could go either way. It's like someone is very giving to you and you're not being open to what they're receiving, or you're just quick to take and not ready to give, or vice versa, right? Where you're just continuously giving and that person is not giving anything to you, right? It's not an equal level of give and take. It's like a lot of energy that is more one-sided, right? So that's why you want to just take this break. You're like, if this is not going to be equal, then I need to some time to myself. I need to think about this. There's too many boundaries being pushed. Like, just leave me alone, right? Um you may also want to isolate, because if you're on the end of you're taking too much from someone and you're not giving, you may also want to isolate yourself to kind of figure out why you're not allowing this person to give you time, money, or effort, or why you're pushing them away, right? So there may be also some like declutter around you, like some declutter. It might be some clutter around you that you need to like spend some time decluttering, right? So it could, and that could be physically or it could be mentally, right? Your brain could be so cluttered, or you could be so cluttered with emotions, or you could have a room full of things. And you know how like some people feel, if your room is a mess, like your brain is a mess, right? Like you have to have everything clean, and the more clean your home is, or your office space is, or your dorm, wherever, right, is like, the more clean that is, the more clearer you can think, right? And you may have like clutter around. You could have been stacking boxes for the holiday season, so you might have more clutter around than normal. You might have more people around than normal. If it's like, again, the holiday season, kids are on winter break, so it might be more clutter around the house because of the kids. But it's just like you feel like there's too much clutter, either physically or like I said, mentally, emotionally. So take it how it resonates with you. but it's time for you to declutter. Because if you allow yourself to declutter any of those things, it'll allow more things to be able to flow more, and that um like you'll be able to give and take, right? It's kind of like you need to basically declutter in order to allow an equal balance of give and take. So again, whether that is your emotions, whether that is literally like you just need to clean up around you and you feel like you can't think straight because your space is too cluttered. Your office might be too cluttered. You might, somebody could have used your office space as a storage space temporarily because it's holiday season or something. Like I don't know. That's very specific to someone, right? So just make sure you take the time to declutter, whether physically, whether emotionally, whether mentally, right? You need to take some time to do that, because it's like once you do, you unlock something with inside of you. Like you will unlock certain light, whether that is enlightenment about this situation, whether that's just a light within you, and like you're turning on your light, so to speak, because it may be turned off due to this declutter of emotions. Like you might have, like I said, a mental block, whatever. But it's like once you actually take the time to clean up, or make sure, it might be a lot of boxes around, but take some time to stack them up and just allow things to flow a lot easier for you, right? Because once this light comes on for you, it's like it could also be a decision, right? It could be a decision that you're making about this, equal give and take. It could be that, or like I said, it could be something that's illuminated to show you something between, like I said, if you're giving, it's gonna illuminate to the fact that, like, I am really just giving too much of myself to this person, this thing, this job, this whatever, right? And I should not be allowing myself to give that much energy to this. So I need to declutter my brain, my emotions, my home, right? And once you do, it's like you have an illumination. It's like a light bulb goes off in your head and everything is clear. It's everything is flowing correctly, right? It allows you to kind of get an extra push or motivation for you to keep going, right? It's like your isolation and your epiphany moment is going to allow you to have the strength and have the courage to just keep going, right? And you're going in the direction where you need to go. All you have to do is like declutter a little bit, right? It's like if you cleaned up your house, and what is that sweepstakes, where they come, I can't think, where they come in and give you the money. Is it like Ed Big Man or what? I don't know, I don't remember. But like, where like they used to come to your house and give you like the big checks. It's like if you know that it could be a possibility, right? And you decide to clean up your house because you're like, oh, well, if it's a possibility and these people come to my home, then I need to have my house ready, and I don't want my house looking all crazy and out of like just wacky when these people come and give my check, right? Like it's like that it's a possibility, so you decide that you want to declutter. And as soon as you declutter and clean up your space, you get a doorbell ring or a knock on the door, right? And then there's this check. So it's like basically apply that to like the universe. It's like that all you need to do is clean up some things, right? Again, whether mentally, emotionally, or actual physical things. And as soon as you get rid of this clutter, this whatever's stopping the flow, like it'll allow you to like basically swim freely, right? And you're going to be swimming, not literally, but like swimming in the direction to where it's your fate, it's your destiny, it's your path, right? So because like this, because it's like you have a telepathy moment, right? Like it's like you're truly connecting. So if you weren't able to connect prior to this, right? And like say you have the gift literally of telepathy, but you haven't been able to use your gift lately. and you're not understanding why. And you take the time to isolate and figure out some things, declutter some of things in your brain, declutter some of your emotions, declutter literally like things in your home, and it's like allowing things to flow. And now your gift is back, right? It's like it's not out of whack anymore. You're not picking up on a little bit of here, a little bit of there. It's like if you had like an old school radio, right? You're once you isolate and declutter, right, you're tuning into the exact like frequency that you need, right? It's no picking up on two stations, it's no static, it's no, like you're tuning into the exact frequency you need. And that's kind of where you are. Like you've been trying to find the radio station and you just keep getting da, 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 right? It's like no, nothing makes sense. And then as soon as you decide like, oh, you know what, I need to take some time to myself, I need to isolate, I need to respect my own boundaries because I feel like I'm not and other people aren't, and take some time to me. And then you have this time to yourself, and like you're able to work through whatever is blocking you, and then that just opens up a whole nother door for you. It's like you get all of these downloads sent to you to be like, you know what, I know where I'm going. Direction seems to be a lot of like the collective messages throughout everyone's reading. It's like you have a clear sense of direction, or you have something that's illuminated, like you have a clear sense of the path that you need to take, and how you need to take it, and how fast you need to move on this path, right? So good luck with decluttering. You're on the right path, you're almost there. Don't give up, keep going.